Hi, I'm Shifu Aaron from Dragon Phoenix Kung Fu in Asheville, North Carolina. Question for today is, what is the best martial arts school for children with low confidence? Really good question because, talking with parents, this is really number one reason why parents enroll their kids in a martial arts school, because it helps them to build confidence. And so the answer to that is, to be quite honest, all the martial arts schools should help your child build confidence, because that is what where you're getting stronger in your body, you're understanding yourself more, you're tackling physical challenges and difficult things, you're learning, you're growing, and you're building senses of accomplishment. Um, so martial arts are excellent for that. Now, which school, which style, that really all depends on each kid. So there's some schools that take a little bit more militaristic, drill sergeant approach, and some kids really resonate with that. They love just being told what to do. They don't have to think about it, and they can just be like, "Wow," and they can yell a lot and things like that. And they like the noise. There's other kids that doesn't quite fit for them. So don't go assuming that all martial arts schools are the same, because the environments are really different. Um, Here at Dragon Phoenix, we get a lot of kids from time to time who have been to schools like that. They want to do martial arts, but they've been really turned off by that. And they come in here and they see that it's much more calm, soothing environment. We do all the hard work stuff. They get to hit stuff really hard, but it's more of a calmer environment. We focus on the mindfulness a lot more. We talk about Tao philosophy, making good decisions, so forth. Then one of the big things, and I know this comes from my background of being an elementary school teacher prior to opening Dragon Phoenix in 2014. I've got a master's degree in education too, and have like really studied a lot of the psychology of learners and what kind of really works well. And a teaching style that really resonated with me for classroom management and teaching back when I was a school teacher, I still carry through with me today. It's called teaching with love and logic. So it's like kindness and understanding, listening to the child, noticing how each child is different and unique, and trying to cater a message to them specifically to help them be their best and be their learners, be good learners. So our classes are a little bit smaller. We keep them that way on purpose so that uh, students get more teacher interaction. And we're always working on building students up and giving them successes and celebrating the great things they did. When they show great leadership skills, they show great listening skills, and they show all the positive things. Um, Having rewards for positive behaviors instead of consequences for negative behaviors, because those consequences for negative behaviors, while places they are very appropriate, sometimes you got to be like, no. There are other times when it's like, okay, I'm trying to tell the kids, like, all right, let's all stand here and make a circle, and I can be like, oh, you come here, oh no, you come here, oh, why aren't you here, oh, come on, you guys, that doesn't feel good, and like it creates this like power dynamic, and they start arguing and all this stuff. But instead, what I found is like, okay, we're gonna make a circle. Oh my gosh, so and so looks amazing. They're like showing excellent leadership skills. They're making it look exact. Oh, so and so's looking great too, and now we got a winner. That person's a winner. That person's great listening, and I'm throwing out compliments like they're candy. And then you see them like just fall right into place. You give a kid a compliment, like I got 4 kids over here acting up, and I have another kid over here is being golden. I'm gonna just like praise this kid up and down about how like, oh, you're doing a great job, and you can just see the trickle effect, because there's another psychological concept where humans, we all want to be winners, and so these kids see that kid being a winner. They're not being punished or put down or like demonized or like being labeled or anything like that, but they're seeing this kid being labeled as like so great, and they're like, I want that label too. And then they start doing the thing as well, and you're like, you look awesome, you look amazing, you look great, excellent leadership. And you start handing out compliments to them, and then they feel good, and they're like, oh, this is the type of kid I am. I'm a good kid. I'm a kid that listens. I'm a kid that's a leader. You're great. And you can see those transformations and changes over time, as the kids start to build confidence in themselves. And they're less afraid to tackle difficult tasks. They're less afraid to um, speak in front of their peers, perform in front of their peers, and so forth. So I got on a tangent, but this is one of these things that I think about, talk about. The psychology of learning is really, really important here at Dragon Phoenix. So there we go. Sometimes you can get me on a soapbox and I'll just let go and go. So yeah, tell me what you think. Drop a line, questions, thoughts, comments below. I'd love to hear from you.